In this video, I'm gonna teach you a trick that I did that cured me of back pain. All right, so let's talk about lower back pain. Now, I never had lower back pain except for one time when I was staying at this place because I was getting ready to move into a new place. So I was sleeping on a bed that I wasn't really used to, and I think it messed me up. So in the mornings, I was waking up, and it's all I could do to roll over on the bed and get out of the bed. And I was walking like this, and I was just like in so much pain in my lower back. I couldn't even bend down to pick up anything from the floor. I had to use my toes to sort of lift up things like this. It was horrible. And after about an hour, it would go away. And I was just like, oh no, I'm miserable now. This is gonna be my life. I'm old. Now my back's gonna start hurting. Well, it wasn't the case because I kept trying to stretch my back like this. I was stretching forward, trying to release that area, and it just wasn't working. And then I thought, you know what? I really want to stretch around my back. If I could just sort of round this area and stretch all the way around. Then I remembered there is a pose called the Garudasana, which is the eagle pose, and I did it. And what you do for the eagle pose is this. You take I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to put it over my left leg like this. And then you bend your knees really, really deeply. Don't have the lower leg straight and the top one bent. They both need to be very, very deep, as if you're sitting in a chair like this, all right? So I've got a chair here. You could do this over your bed or a table or something so that you have stability, because you could lose your balance. I don't want you to lose your balance. Okay, so this is the right leg over the left, and the same arm as leg will go under. So right leg over, right arm under, and then you twist your arms like this. And what that does, look what that does to the back. It really pulls, it's actually pulling up on this whole muscle to pull it up and over, to pull around the spine like this. All right, so we're gonna do that, and then you sit very, very deeply, and then you bend forward. Now, one thing I see people do is they stick their popo out like this. If you stick your popo out, it's not gonna work. You've got to round your bottom underneath as if you're being punched in the gut. Don't go like this. That's extending the spine. We want to flex the spine as much as we can. And then you're going to keep like a beetle. You want to have your back like a beetle and coming forward over your bed or over a table as far as you can, and really, really stretching. And you should feel a big stretch in that lower part of your spine. And slowly come back up. Then you're going to switch sides. Now the left is going to go over and the left is going to go under. On the opposite side, coming forward, making sure the popo's under. Don't have your popo out. It needs to be under. If it's under, it's going to work. Coming forward like this. All the way. You're going to hold that for maybe, 3, 4, 5 breaths, and then come back out. Now the reason this works, and I never had pain again. I did that for about 4 days. I never had back pain again. The reason why it works is because there is a big sheet of very thick fascia at the bottom of your spine. It connects your upper body to your pelvis. Right here, this is a sort of a transition point in your body. And a lot of these muscles in your back root into that, as well as the muscles from your sacrum. So when you stretch around your back like this, you stretch around your back, it stretches it in many directions. Not just, if you just go forward, it's just going to stretch it in one direction. We're trying to pull it around the lower spine. This worked for me. I hope it will work for you. Now, if you have some sort of back issues and your doctor said, do not do this, or spinal problems or nerve problems, maybe you shouldn't do this. I'm just telling you what worked for me. So take it with a grain of salt, but if it's something that you want to try, please try it carefully and really follow. You got to round your popo under. It's not going to work if you stick your popo out. Also, I have one more thing that you can do for back pain. A lot of times when you have back pain, you can't do crunches and curls because you're stressing the very problem that you have, which is your back. So this is a great exercise. You could do it seated, you could do it standing, but I'm going to show you this seated. All right, this is called Kapalabhati, and what that means is shining forehead in Sanskrit. So this is another yoga practice, if you will, and what it does is it strengthens your gut, because if you're having back pain, it's probably because you're not engaging your gut. The back is like, hey, tell stomach to do something. Stomach's like, I don't feel like doing it. You gotta like, hey stomach, you need to do some work. And then back is like, thank you. Because these two sides, look, they're two sides of your body, and your body works in complementary pairs. Your biceps and your triceps, they're on both sides. The triceps is lowering and then it's raising and lowering. This guy is raising up the weight while this guy is lowering it. And now this guy is working. So those two sides are opposite, also with your hamstrings and your quads. Same thing, your body has systems. So if you can work on strengthening your tummy, you can help your back. A simple thing to do is do what's called kapalabhati, and what you do is you blow out forcefully through your nostrils. Now, do you see how my shoulder, I'm not going like this, don't let your shoulders move up or any kind of movement. You want your shoulders to be very still. And I'm concentrating the effort to go in, like this with my gut. And what's happening is my transverse abdominis is actually the deepest muscles of my gut are cinching in like this. And also one note, don't try to suck in air, because the whole thing is to concentrate on the expiration. And when you blow out the air, don't worry about sucking it in, because you're creating low pressure. When you expel your air like this, when you just let the air fall in, it's because there's low pressure in your lungs. The air will come in. Also, don't have your mouth open, because it's not going to be as forceful. So you want to do this, start out very slowly. You can just do 5 in a row like this. And eventually work up to 10, 20, maybe even 50 in a row, and even doing it quickly. You will feel it, my friend. Make sure you don't use your upper body at all, because that defeats the purpose. Because what we want to do is concentrate the effort in that gut. This will strengthen your tummy in a way that does not threaten your back. All right, so those two things, the eagle pose and the kapalabhati, are excellent for helping you with back pain. If you click the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Also, I have a PDF for you if you're interested. It's how I lost 15 pounds in just 6 weeks following a simple, healthy rule. The link is below.